Observe. We are going to rank every known Hamon user. We're just going to rank them. S tier being superb. D tier being like, they're kind of weak for a Hamon user. So with that, we are going to begin.
First off, we have one of Straizo's disciples we see in the very beginning of part 2. We don't see him really do anything. We just know once Straizo gets the stone mask, becomes a vampire, he just kills him.
Or the Nazis get them. I don't know. But he's the one on the right. We're going to put him at D. Same with his buddy, Straizo's disciple on the left. D. Next up, in part 1, William Zeppeli had a flashback. And he sees a guy healing someone with Hamon. And he's like, wow, this is so mystical. And then he begins his Hamon journey. Don't really see anything much of him. We're going to put him at D.
Next, we have from part 2 this young Hamon user that Cars tells Wamu, hey man, you need to kill this kid because if he grows older, he's gonna want revenge and he could be tough then, so you gotta deal with him now. And Wamu's like, I can't do it, so Cars just kills him instead.
Rough. We're just gonna give him how about we're gonna put him at top D tier. No sympathy points. Okay, next up we have the students. They're in part 1. They know Hamon and whatnot. We're just gonna put them at D tier because they couldn't really do shit. But we're gonna put them higher up on a D scale. Second highest, because we're gonna give that boy respect.
Theoretically, hypothetically, they could just be all dead or just retired. So you got an army of Hamanus. They didn't really do anything.
Exactly. Next up, we have Mario Zeppeli, not Mario Zucchero. Mario Zeppeli. We're just gonna throw him at honorable mention. We don't even know if he had Hamon or not. We just know that he's part of the family, the Zeppeli tree. He's probably the least popular Zeppeli. Gyro's father is more well known than him, throwing him there.
On the wiki, it says, even though we never see him do it, he did train in it, but I don't know if I can fully trust the wiki.
And to be fair, he was fighting Pillarmen.
True.
Next up, we have Caesar Zeppeli. We're throwing him at A class with his Hamon reflecting bubbles fighting Wamu. He lost, but he literally I would argue he's better than Jonathan with Hamon. He's probably in the top 3 Hamon users that we know.
He did almost beat Wamu, and Wamu was going full out. He really only lost, it wasn't really his fault that he even lost. But if you can almost beat a Pillarman, you're up there.
He would have just wiped the floor with Dio.
Next up, we got Loggins, one of, I guess, Lisa's henchmen guys. They helped train Caesar and Joseph. He's actually the one who got killed by AC/DC. AC/DC didn't even break a sweat. He just kind of kicked him through his back and he just died.
C tier. Now these people are unnamed. We don't even know them. Okay, who knows if they're anime onlys? We're not gonna look in the manga. Throw both of these two in honorable mentions. They're with the kid who's crying when Cars tells Wamu, hey, kill them because they're going to grow up. These were the kids that were already killed. So we don't know too much about them. They're just there. Next up, we have Dyer. We're going to put him at B tier. He has one of the greatest attacks in all of Jojo. The Thundercross split attack. Too bad Dio is a vampire who could just freeze him right there at the spot. But other than that, he could probably beat everyone below him.
Okay, think of it this way, man. If Dio couldn't freeze all the moisture in his body, and if he didn't have his laser eye thing, the Thundercross split attack could have done some serious damage because Dio was surprised by it. So that means it's a pretty good technique. It even got Jonathan. So
yeah, I got Jonathan. It's a good attack. If we got if we got attacked by the Thundercross split attack, we would have first fell for it, and then he would have just got us. We would perish. I would argue he could get some stand users with it.
But unfortunately, he did get killed by Dio somewhat easily, so he's got to be in B tier.
Next up, we got the first known Hamon user who literally changes the story. Literally, I think he's the one who guides the entire parts of Jojo. Okay, we got William Zeppeli. First off, We're gonna throw him at B tier. Now you might be wondering, why is he not at A? Well, he couldn't really beat the other like vampires, but he did beat the zombies. He's just not as good as the people above him. And you'll see them later. He didn't really beat Dio. He kind of just lost that fight. Now fate kind of had him. I think his name was Bruford, but he was just destined to lose to him, to give his like Hamon to Jojo, to sacrifice himself or whatever. But he did pull up some pretty cool feats where like he tried finding Dio hand, he did pretty good there. And then like when they made like the leaf magnet glider, pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, he does do a lot in the series, but at the same time, like he died to Dio's minions,
A zombie.
right? Like he got surpassed by his student, like in no time at all. Again, we already said it's his fate to die, but still, like getting killed by a strong zombie is kind of embarrassing. But he's still
Yeah.
in like the top of B tier. Like he couldn't stand a chance against the Pillarman, let's be honest.
Yeah. The Pillar would just wipe the floor with him. You got
Next up,
this.
we have Messina. He's Lisa's, henchman, helps train Caesar and Joseph.
He
He
makes it to the end.
actually he survives, but he kind of gets incapacitated by Wamu. He chases after Caesar when he goes to fight him.
Yeah, so we're gonna put it at the top of C tier because he lives.
Yeah,
All right. Next up, we have Ton Petty. I am confused. I really want to put him at B tier or A tier, but I really don't know how good of a fighter he is. He could see the future. He is the Tibetan monk who basically is like the father of Haman, or what we see. He's like basically like the Pope of Haman. I don't know. He could go A, he could go B. Who knows how well of a fighter he is?
yeah. I
What do you
mean,
think?
it's tough. We don't see him fight. I mean, he trains Zeppeli, and he had like a whole like class of Haman students. But he doesn't really do anything. I mean, maybe like the bottom of B or the top of C. I don't know.
We're gonna throw him at B. Bottom of B. Next up, we have cars. Um, I don't remember him using Haman, but I guess he kind of did when he put on the stone mask. He's immune to it because the stone mask made him better. I don't know. We should just throw him at honorable mentions.
Yeah, I mean, he's not really a Haman user, and like when we're talking about like a villain, I mean, saying what he did is kind of weird because he's the antagonist, but I mean, he uses Haman. I think one time, I think Joseph is trying to fight him, and he's like, "I'm gonna hit you with Haman," and he's like, "Did you say Haman?" And he like hits Joseph with it on the leg, and it's like 100 times more powerful because he's the perfect being and like melts his skin basically. But we're just gonna put him in honorable mention. He's not really like a Haman user, like
Yeah.
in the context of everybody else on the list.
Next, we got Lisa. Top of A. Top of A. Put her there. Perfect. Lisa's the teacher. She's the one who taught Jojo and Caesar. She was trained by like what? Straizo. She knows Haman. She's just better at Haman. She literally destroyed a guy with like a scarf. That one like zesty vampire just easily just walks right through him. He's gone.
And she does well, it's technically like a fake cars she fights, but like she has that scarf made of the Beatles that can just like conduct 100% hormone. She does have the stone on her. Like Loki, like I think in just terms of Haman users, she is like the strongest, just pure Haman user. Not like the strongest fighter, but Haman user.
And when we first see her, she's like ore farming with like that ores, and she's just like standing on it. She makes the water goes up, and she's like a gymnast on it, and she bounces, jumps up. That scene was just so insane.
Yeah,
So
like
she's really good.
honestly, I mean, she could probably beat Wamu, ACDC. She could probably beat Cars when he's not Ultimate Life Form.
Well,
Maybe,
maybe
maybe.
but I will say we're gonna also give this rank because Lisa guitar peak
Yeah,
reference. Peak
Yeah,
reference.
she did get
We.
tricked. So
Next up, we got the vampire Straizo. We're gonna put him at the second tier for B because he might be a little bit better than like Dyer. It's he lives longer. He didn't really do much, but then he became greedy. He was like, I just kind of love Dio so much.
and he did have two students, three. He trained Lisa, and she's like the strongest Hamon user, so it's worth something.
Yeah. And, I don't want to say he kind of redeemed himself in the end, but he was just like, hey, let me use Hamon. Uh-oh, I'm gone. I'm just a vampire. So that's where we put in him. Now, you all came here for this section of the video. At S tier, we have Joseph Joestar. He is the strongest Hamon user, and he's also the smartest one. He beat Cars by outsmarting him. He beat Wamu. He basically beat all the Pillarmen. Think about it. He beat all the Pillarmen. He even beat vampires, multiple vampires. Remember when like those like hordes of like vampires? He was just beating them up. That's him. This is him. He's better than his own grandfather at Hamon. He beats everyone up. He beats everyone up on this list. Should I even continue glazing him? He's just that good.
He's like the Anakin Skywalker, of the Jojo universe in terms of Hamon. It's like he wasn't even trained in it, and like he had such a strong affinity, he could just really use it, like without really even thinking or anything. And like I mean, he barely had any training, if we're real about it.
Yeah.
And he became like at worst, in terms of like pure Hamon, like at worst like third, but he's probably second, maybe first strongest Hamon user. And if you can just combine, all his other traits, he's just
He's just
the
smart.
strongest Hamon user.
Do you remember the part where he's just climbing up that little pillar, the oily pillar, with just Haman? And then Caesar, he uses his hands to cut through the part where it'll like cut you, and he gets through it. But Joseph just slides on it and hops over it and gets up top. Dude, excellent. Excellent.
Think if he had like years, if he like trained for years.
Like everyone else, dude. He's just smart too. This is why he got a stand, okay? Also, he has Hermit Purple, okay? He's the only one who uses Haman in part 3, okay? And a little bit part 4. Need I say more?
He does make Dio a little scared. Like Dio's about to hit him,
Touch him.
kill him, and he's like, "Oh, I forgot you have Hamon."
Yeah. And then you guys kind of came here for him. He did. No, he didn't really beat. He kind of beat Dio to the point where he cut off his like head, or his head got cut off. But he did lose to Dio in the end. I would say he's better than William, but he's not better than Caesar. Caesarino. No way. No way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put Jonathan at the bottom of A tier.
Right, Jonathan, he like barely had any time to train at all, and like he somehow became like a better, stronger Haman user than William Zeppeli, who like trained almost his like entire adult life in Haman. Like that's kind of crazy. He beat Tarkus and Bruford on his own, basically. And I mean, he basically beat Dio too, so
Yeah,
but
that's our list. We think it's accurate because it is. Let us know in the comments if it's correct or not. Let us know your thoughts. Like the video, and hey, if we get 1,000 subscribers, okay, the other person, he's gonna start watching One Piece. Thanks for watching the videos. Bye.
later.
Yeah.